this is a recap of how the sage human being shows up in business. And I will share my screen and walk through the whole thing. We talked about attract, where you attract people to what you do. We mentioned that it's important to know who you serve and what you do for them and what price you put your things. Energy is contagious, and it really matters what platforms you choose to attract people from, because people literally feed on that energy of yours. People feed on your frequency. So if you choose a place that drains you, you're going to be repelling people. We talked about demonstrate, which is really helping people before they pay you. So you remove the friction of, will this thing work or not? We talked about the different ways of doing it. My favorite way to do it is to give people an assessment and help them walk through the impact of their self-sabotage mind in their own business. And I find that when I can help people get out of that self-sabotage brain into the brain that knows better, that business then becomes really easy to deal with. We talked about invite, which is how do you invite people into your work? There's many ways to do it, but what is right for you is going to be the determining factor of what you do. We talked about deliver, which is very key in the business, because the best result, the best marketing is a change life. So we talked about deliver and how deliver is very important. The dilemma in deliver is, how do you deliver? Why do you deliver like that? And to sum it all, when you can identify what is in the way, which is by taking the Sage Creator Assessment, it helps you. It kind of gives you the foundation that you need before you build the castle. When you take the assessment and you can kind of catch these things, the avoider, the controller, the hyperachiever, the hypervigilant, the restless, the stickler, the victim. When you can see these things, we have a foundation now. And then you can bring your beautiful castle and build it on top of a great foundation. A lot of creators create their businesses without a foundation. They have no access to the wisdom of their sage. And so they let another coach decide their market. They let another coach decide their niche. They let the market decide what they do. They let trends decide what they do. They let algorithms drive them. They let everything drag them wherever. So I feel like a lot of creators are floating in the wind, and they keep going with the wind and wondering why nothing is working. The best thing you can do for yourself is allow yourself to build the foundation of your business. Because from there, it's possible that you make different decisions in all of these areas. You don't have to build everything from scratch, but you can kind of stand at the foundation and see what needs to change. So when you have access to the wisdom of your sage, you can kind of go, attract is messed up. I want to fix that. Oh, now that choosing that person and choosing that problem really helps me understand how demonstration would look like for them. Doing the demonstration this way now really helps me understand how I can sell. Selling this way helps me deliver in a different way. Delivering in a different way helps me get a different set of results altogether. Most people are floating in air and trying to throw spaghetti at the wall. They get this and then that, and then that, and then that, and then they try to build, and they don't know, why am I choosing this platform? Why am I choosing this strategy? Why am I choosing that coach? Why am I choosing that market? They don't know, because they've never stepped down to slow down to fix the tire. When you're running a marathon, sometimes the best thing to do when they start is to slow down and tie your shoelaces. Sometimes the best strategy forward is to slow down. Sometimes the best strategy at the end of a race, towards the end of the race, is to change the tire. And some people never stop to change the tire, and they crash, and they don't make it to the destination. And I hope that won't be you. I hope that today is a day that you choose to build the foundation that your castle needs to stand on. And your castle doesn't have to be destroyed. It can be the same castle, and it can just have little tweaks, which then help you to cut through. This work has been used by hundreds of clients. I've used it myself to grow my business since 2020, since COVID. I have seen people build their businesses from like 0 to 6 figures when they had nothing. I know it works. And if you would love your own customized support to implement this system step by step, be sure to reach out. I have a community on School. There will be links. My website will be up, primajob.com. Be sure to tag along. Be sure to ask for help. Thank you for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you haven't already, leave a comment. Let me know what you found most helpful. And if you haven't already, share this with somebody that could use support in their business. I appreciate you, and see you back on the channel.